Most people think the most dangerous animals in the ocean are the ones you can see. Coming! Sharks, barracuda, large predators with teeth. This story is about something very different. Something small, silent, beautiful, and capable of killing a human in minutes. The blue-ringed octopus is no larger than a golf ball. At rest, it looks harmless. A pale, sandy color, easy to mistake for a shell or rock. But when it feels threatened, its body flashes with electric blue rings. Those rings aren't decoration. They're a warning. This case begins in shallow, tropical water. The kind of place tourists feel safe. Warm, clear, calm. The victim was waiting near rocks, doing what countless people do every day. Looking, exploring, not hunting, not provoking. At some point, the octopus was disturbed. It didn't charge, it didn't chase. It bit. Most people don't even feel a blue-ringed octopus bite. There's no tearing, no ripping. Sometimes there's no pain at all, and that's what makes it deadly. Because the danger doesn't come from the bite, it comes from the venom. The blue-ringed octopus carries tetrodotoxin, one of the most powerful neurotoxins known to science. It's the same toxin found in pufferfish, a substance so potent that a dose smaller than a grain of rice can kill an adult human. There is no antivenom? None. Tetrodotoxin works by blocking sodium channels in nerve cells. That means the brain can no longer send signals to the body. Muscles stop responding. Reflexes shut down, but consciousness remains. The victim is awake, aware, trapped inside their own body. Within minutes, the first symptoms appear. Tingling in the lips, numbness in the tongue, a strange heaviness in the limbs. Speech becomes difficult, then impossible. Breathing slows. Not because the lungs fail, but because the muscles that control breathing no longer work. Victims often try to signal for help. They can't. Their arms don't respond. Their legs won't move. Panic sets in. But panic doesn't change chemistry. As paralysis spreads, the diaphragm stops moving. The chest no longer rises. Oxygen levels drop. Carbon dioxide builds. And unless someone intervenes immediately, the outcome is fatal. Not from poison directly, from suffocation. This is the most terrifying part of blue-ringed octopus, and the victim remains fully conscious. They can see, they can hear, they know exactly what's happening, but they cannot move, they cannot breathe, and they cannot scream. Survival depends on one thing: artificial respiration. If someone recognizes the symptoms fast enough and begins rescue breathing immediately, the victim can survive until the toxin wears off. This can take hours, but without oxygen, brain damage begins within minutes. Most fatalities occur because help comes too late or doesn't understand what's happening. In documented cases, victims have collapsed in front of others, not thrashing, not convulsing, just going still. People assume shock or fainting. By the time emergency services arrive, breathing has already stopped. The blue-ringed octopus doesn't inject venom aggressively. It uses venom defensively to deter predators. Humans are not prey, but the toxin doesn't care. What makes this animal especially dangerous is how easy it is to encounter. Blue-ringed octopuses live in tide pools, shallow reefs, rocky shorelines, exactly where people walk barefoot, exactly where children explore, exactly where snorkelers put their hands. Many encounters happen because people try to pick them up. They're small, bright, striking. People mistake them for harmless sea creatures. Sometimes even photographers handle them for close-up shots. That mistake can be fatal. There are recorded cases where victims survived only because someone nearby knew CPR. In others, the victim died before anyone realized what animal was responsible. The bite mark is tiny, sometimes invisible. This creates a problem for investigators. There are no wounds, no trauma, no obvious cause, only sudden respiratory failure. Unless witnesses mention the octopus, the true cause may never be known. The blue-ringed octopus doesn't need speed. It doesn't need strength. It relies on invisibility and chemistry, and that combination is devastating. What makes this case so unsettling is how preventable it is. No swimming in deep water required, no reckless behavior, just proximity. Just curiosity. Just a hand placed on the wrong rock. The ocean didn't attack. The animal didn't hunt. Nature simply defended itself. Bright colors in nature are rarely decoration. They are warnings. Red means danger. Yellow means poison. Blue means don't touch. The blue-ringed octopus is shouting in color. People just don't listen. This animal has existed for millions of years. Its venom perfected long before humans entered the water. It has no reason to adapt to us, and no obligation to spare us. The lesson from this case isn't fear. It's respect. Because nature doesn't negotiate. It doesn't care if harm was intentional. It doesn't care if the victim was innocent. It only reacts. The most dangerous animals are not always the biggest. They're not always loud. Sometimes they're silent. Sometimes they're beautiful. And sometimes they fit in the palm of your hand. This has been Crime Scene Archives. And this is when animals kill.